Shauna, people are obsessed with your sex life. So when you were saying like, oh, I've done everything, people want to know, have you had sex?
If Shauna Rae were a man, she would be a bum. How is a man who isn't a PDF file getting with her? But as soon as I saw Dan, my spidey senses were tingling. Let's make this a little interactive video. Let's do a thought experiment together. Here we have 25-year-old Shauna Rae. She was born in 1999 and she has her own show on TLC called I Am Shauna Rae.
This season on I Am Shauna Rae. I want to go for that one. What are you doing? I'm Shauna Rae. It's my house, my rules. Gotta go slow. I'm just like any other 22-year-old. What? How is she 22? But there's one tiny difference.
You're 21, right?
I look like an 8-year-old child.
Now, she looks 8 and she sounds 8. And the reason for that is because she underwent cancer treatment as a child, but it damaged her pituitary gland, and that resulted in this form of dwarfism that we see here today. Here is the thought experiment. Let's say your significant other, in my case my girlfriend, someone waved a wand and poof, she now looks like her 8-year-old self. She's still the same age inside, still the same mind inside, but outside she's back to her 8-year-old self. So the question is, would you still be able to get hard for her? Because I wouldn't. There's just no way. It would be too weird for me. At that point, the relationship is null and void, and I'd only see her as a companion. It would be friendship at that point. There is no way that I could be intimate with her. I'm not attracted to an 8-year-old body type. It's not going to do it for me because I'm a visual creature. So even with the pair bonding and the connection, it just doesn't work. Now that doesn't mean that she shouldn't be able to find love and she shouldn't be able to find someone. That's totally fine, she should. But it's a conundrum, because how is a man who isn't a PDF file getting with her? See, if he finds her attractive and is willing to have intercourse with her, why doesn't he find other 8-year-olds attractive? There has to be some visual element to it. You see what I mean? So what are the kinds of men that she is getting with?
Shauna, people are obsessed with your sex life. So when you were saying like, oh, I've done everything, people want to know, have you had sex?
Yes.
Okay. You were like, I've done it all. I've been to all the bases. And people were like, well, which ones? Like, we want to know. Has she had sex? Like, how many blowjobs has she given? We need to know.
But it's the thing I don't think needs to be out there. I think that people just need to understand I'm a normal human being. I function normally. And I do all those normal things other humans do in those activities. There's no issues there. I know there's people out there that won't fetishize me. I know there's people that will, and I usually stick to the people that won't.
Yeah.
Now, Shauna Rae can be just as superficial and as hypergamous as your average girl today.
I would say I have a certain type when it comes to physical, but I don't really date within my type. I mean, my physical type is tall with dark skin and a good body, but do I date all of that? No. They're just nice to look at.
Alright, at least on the show, she went out with 2 men. One was Thomas and the other was Dan. Thomas actually shares the same condition as her and volunteers over at the firehouse.
My name is Thomas and I'm 22 years old. I was born with cancer called optic nerve glioma. I was put on chemo at a year old. I was on until about 4.5, and from it, I'm stuck at 4'8".
Thomas is extremely different from most of my exes or the guys I've dated in the past. So I am staying open-minded to giving him a chance and seeing where it goes.
She's meeting her mirror match. Guy has the same condition as her. And her response? Different from my exes. Well, we'll see. I'm giving him a chance. I'm trying to be open-minded here. You're lucky he's giving you a chance.
So what do you do besides volunteering?
I work for aspen trees. I work on the ground, so I'm a chipper guy. I'm not technically a tree guy yet. Yet. If I keep training and I get in the bucket, then I'd be classified as a tree guy. What about you?
Well, right now I'm working on a lot of little things. I would like to get a degree in business or vet and see where that goes from there. But, you know, life takes you different paths.
If Shauna Rae were a man, she would be a bum. This man volunteers and has a job, and she does lots of little things and would like a degree. She's not actively pursuing it, but she would like it. Lots of flowery language there to say she does nothing. Cool. She friend-zoned him.
How's things going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Enjoying.
So you already got your beer?
Yes. Have to get my beer. Gotta get a beer.
Thomas and I did go on a date, but since then we decided to remain friends.
So now let's get to Dan, the man she actually wanted to pursue.
I am excited to meet her mum, but I know she's very protective of Shauna for obvious reasons. But Shauna did say I was the first guy to ever send her flowers, so hopefully that puts me in a good book straight away, but we will wait and see.
You're in this area for 10 days to see Shauna.
Yeah.
Okay. So how often do you guys talk?
I don't know, it's every day recently.
So friendship.
I'm not really irritated by my family when they bring up those future questions. I haven't talked about it with Dan. I'm kind of letting it go as it may. But it's nice to kind of try to see if he can answer it. Why do we have to label anything?
So it's a question mark or
It is whatever happens, happens.
Alright, so maybe it's because I'm just very cynical, but as soon as I saw Dan, my spidey senses were tingling. I was just sniffing out clout chaser vibes, so I had to go look up his IG, and sure enough, I was right. He's now in another reality TV show called Love Triangle. He's out here doing this for exposure, guys. That's really what this is all about.
So as you're building a connection with her, it's important to acknowledge her disability and look past that and build it with who she is as an individual. You know, she's this incredible, inspiring 23-year-old woman who just happens to be a little bit short. And as soon as you say that she can't have a real-world connection with someone else, you dehumanize her, which is absolutely disgusting. You know, she is a human being. She deserves to have relationships and connections with whoever she wants. And I think some people aren't emotionally mature enough to understand that you can have a deep connection based on personality rather just on looks.
So for all the good things we'll talk about Shauna Rae and she deserves to find love, he couldn't do it. Now currently Shauna Rae is seeing somebody. She looks to be having more luck than the average man today when it comes to dating and relationships. She won't post his face, but you can see his figure. He looks like an average guy, so I'm happy for her. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below about the situation, and good luck out there.